15th, Saint Paul the First Hermit. Saint Paul was born in Upper Egypt about the year 230 and became an orphan at the age of 15. He was very rich and highly educated. Fearing lest the tortures of a terrible persecution might endanger his Christian perseverance, he retired into a remote village. But his pagan brother-in-law denounced him, and Saint Paul, rather than remain where his faith was in danger, entered the barren desert, trusting that God would supply his wants. His confidence was rewarded, for on the spot to which Providence led him he found the fruit of the palm tree for food, and its leaves for clothing, and the water of a spring for drink. He first designed to return to the world when the persecution was over, but, tasting great delights in prayer and penance, he remained the rest of his life 90 years in penance, prayer, and contemplation. God revealed his existence to Saint Anthony, who sought him for 3 days. Seeing a thirsty she-wolf run through an opening in the rocks, Anthony followed her to look for water and found Paul. They knew each other at once and praised God together. When Saint Anthony visited him, a raven brought him a loaf, and Saint Paul said, "See how good God is? For 60 years this bird has brought me half a loaf every day. Now thou art come, Christ has doubled the provision for his servants." Having passed the night in prayer, at dawn of day Paul told Anthony that he was about to die, and he asked to be buried in the cloak given to Anthony by Saint Athanasius. Anthony hastened to fetch it, but on his way back saw Paul rising to heaven in glory. He journeyed on and found Paul's dead body kneeling as if in prayer. While Anthony stood perplexed on how to dig a grave, 2 lions came up quietly as if they were mourning, and tearing up the ground made a hole large enough. Anthony then buried the body, singing psalms according to the rite then usual in the church. He always kept as a great treasure and wore himself on great festivals the garment of Saint Paul, of palm tree leaves patched together. Saint Paul died in the year 342, the 113th of his age, and the 90th of his solitude. Saint Paul usually called the first hermit, to distinguish him from the others of that name. We shall never repent of having trusted in God, for he cannot fail those who lean on him, nor shall we ever trust in ourselves without being deceived.